This week, Rhea and I are continuing our search for the buffalo as we head back to the Henry Mountains to ride full-size machines to Crescent Creek.
Then Reese and Marianne are back to take us on a great annual family hiking trip that is filled with wildlife and great mountain scenery that you won't want to miss.
Finally, we're following our friends from Stedman's, who are showing off one guide company who will show you how to have a great experience in the outdoors. It's all headed your way right now. At Your Leisure is next. What a panorama behind you. And you know, if you were a boater like I am and spent years going to Lake Powell, you'd have driven all the way through that scene. Hi everybody, welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Chad Booth.
And I'm Rhea Rossi Booth, and we are with our dear friends from Hanksville and Lone Peak Wheelers, 4x4 Wheelers. They call it the Gut, and we are in the Henrys right now.
Yeah, so if you blow your engine and oil comes out, does that mean you're spilling your guts?
Yes, just like what you did earlier today with our Jeep.
Only an air filter problem, honey.
Well, look at this vista.
Oh yeah, this is marvelous. You know, in this one panoramic shot, if you go from right to left, you can see Robber's Roost. The little dark strip there is the city of Hanksville, which we started from this morning. And you can come over here and you can see Factory Butte on this side, sticking out right on the edge, all in one shot. And if the skies were clear, you could see Molly's Temple out there and that whole area around Goblin Valley.
And we're only just 15 minutes up the trail. And
we're actually 30 minutes up the trail because 15 of it was spent fixing the air filter.
All right, well, I say we get going.
All right, so we're gonna move on ahead. Let's find out what this trail holds in store for you.
It's a rugged mountain. There's not a ton of people up here, which makes it nice, so you can come and relax, disconnect. The beauty is my favorite. The temperature is quite a bit different than in Hanksville. It drops about 40 degrees from the temperature in Hanksville. You've got your high mountain peaks. You've got slot canyons on the Henrys itself. ATV, Jeeps. You can do just about anything and get around.
Yeah, it's a return to places we haven't been to for 6-7 years, and so it's kind of nice to come back and whets the appetite for more.
The scenery is phenomenal. I don't know, you can look around here and you can see just about any sight that you want to see from this area. We're clear up in the pinyon pines, so you can see all the beautiful terrain, the animals, the stream that runs down through the mountain, the cool air, flowers. You know, the Indian paintbrush is out right now. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can just see all kinds of different things being on this mountain, and we hope to see the buffalo today.
So if all of this stuff looks just so interesting that you say, I got to do it, not just once, remember that the BLM has campgrounds up here in several places like this one. On the way up the guts, you'll find
That's what they call it.
Lonesome Beaver.
This is so cute. It literally is called the Lonesome Beaver Campground. And I always wonder, how did they get that name? You know,
Don't go down. Let's not go down that road because
well, I haven't seen any beavers.
I could get in all kinds of trouble.
But it is remote, so I can see how they'd be lonesome.
It is, and the stream, Bull Creek, is just over the hill, so it's very possible that there were beaver dams here, and there was just one, and a lone sentry hermit beaver that was here, and that's how it became Lonesome Beaver.
Beside the point, it is spectacular up here. It's remote, it's lovely, it's private. This really, I think Hanksville is my new love.
Yeah,
it's a great base camp.
When you realize that you're just 10 miles away from Red Rock and you see all this lush grass and growth around here with these trees, you just, am I in the same state, the same planet?
All right, well, right now, let's take off to our where to.
Oh, it's got everything. It's just an easy hike to get to from Salt Lake, and then anything you want in a hike, it is here.
The Uintas is the highest and largest primitive mountain range in the state, one of the few in America that runs east-west. The eastern portion is designated wilderness, but the western half is equally primitive and dramatic. Our 8-lake hike starts at the Crystal Lake Trailhead off the Mirror Lake Highway. After a quarter mile, we head up a newer portion of the trail to our first lake.
Cliff Lake.
Cliff Lake sits in the first of a series of steps, a gradual 200-foot climb in a mile. A boardwalk protects the marshy lake shore while keeping our feet dry. Cliff Lake is a popular lake for fishing, and of course, climbers like the sheer cliff face across from the trail. A well-worn path climbs another 100-foot step to our next lake.
Petite Lake. Oh, it's just gorgeous. So you got all levels of difficulty, very challenging in some areas, nice, easy walk in the woods in others. We got switchbacks, walking in forest, all kinds of trees out here, going through the grasslands, seeing the beautiful meadows. It's fantastic.
From Petite Lake, the trail gets a little rocky as it climbs to another pristine alpine meadow and lake. We are overtaken by a trio of 4-legged hikers. It's a great trail for horses and mules like Clementine here.
Oh, this trail has everything. It has challenges in the rocks. It has beautiful scenery. When you get up to the right places to look, the view panoramically is unbeatable.
And it's okay to bring Fido here. Leashes are not required. We run into several families heading home after an overnight. The area is doable for all ages.
Watson Lake.
Another 100-foot climb to a beautiful Lake 3, Watson Lake, the largest so far. A popular camping and fishing destination at the foot of namesake Mount Watson, rising to 11,500 feet. We've come 3 miles and gained 400 feet.
And it's green up here. They're not. I know they're having a drought, but it's not here today. And it's the whole experience is just astounding.
But in past years, we've seen fields of wildflowers this same month. This year, not so much. Drought-related? Normally, this hike is a kaleidoscope of color.
Clyde Lake.
Clyde Lake marks the halfway and high point of the hike. We're at a breathtaking 10,496 feet, have gained about 500 feet in 3 miles. Our midway rest and gorp stop is this amazing sheet of rock, presumably scraped smooth by passing glaciers. Here a couple of years ago, a real surprise. We were joined by a family of mountain goats. About 30 moms and kids grazed about oblivious to our presence. A special treat.
North Twin Lake and South Twin Lake.
From Twin Lakes, the trail makes one last gentle climb before intersecting with the popular Notch Trail. It's all downhill from here, including a series of rock step switchbacks.
Hope Lake.
Then a gentle forest stroll to our final lake.
Wall Lake.
Did you have a favorite lake?
I gotta say Wall Lake, this one right here. We have kids jumping off cliffs, rock climbing. There's people stand-up paddleboarding and campsites all over. You can just tell everyone's here to have a great time, and it's really good energy.
Wall Lake is a popular destination for all kinds of family fun. Easy to get to, it's only a mile from the parking lot and our final destination. Reese Stein and family at your leisure with this week's Where To adventure in the high Uintas.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We're Slick Rock Productions. I'm Jake, and this is Kurt. And Kurt, I want to ask you a question. We have spent a lot of time traveling this country. We've been on a lot of trails. We've built a lot of machines. We've learned a lot of things.
That we have.
Through all that, what keeps us inspired to continue to go down this trail?
When we started doing this, we wanted to build big tire cars. We wanted to build rock crawlers. And we broke everything.
Everything.
The OEM, the stock cars weren't really handling what we were throwing at them.
Yeah.
And so we kind of started digging into companies at that point to get better parts.
Right.
Then as that went on, we started sharing a lot of information. The things we learned along the way was there was a whole bunch of like-minded folks out there that were like us that wanted to build some radical stuff.
Exactly.
And there just wasn't enough aftermarket support.
No, because everybody was starting here, and we all wanted to be here.
Yeah. So basically we were spending a lot of money breaking a lot of stuff, doing a lot of wrench turning, and The one thing that we've really learned that is really cool, if you flash forward over the years, is not only did all the companies step up and start making better parts, Slick Rock stood for price point,
yes,
for warranty, and for quality. We wanted to have good companies in our arsenal. We wanted to know they were going to stand behind their products, and we wanted to know they weren't going to price gouge people.
Exactly.
And that's what Slick Rock has stood for a long time. And in all of our travels and all the things we've done, we've got to meet people all over this country. And the thing we found out was not only we all like-minded, we're all different. We all build our cars differently. And it's like, you know, from the East Coast to the West Coast to the South, it's all different. The riding style is different, the terrain is different. And the only common denominator is we all just like to go wheeling.
Yeah, we were all off-road enthusiasts.
Yeah. So we've got to share a lot of knowledge across the country, and we have a pretty big following across the country. But I think that the thing that we've really learned here is whatever you want to build, it's doable.
Yeah, not just the purpose of the rig or the function of the rig you're wanting it to be, but you can completely introduce your personality into it.
We can make it bigger, we can make it safer. Everything that, you know, that Slick Rock wanted to do to begin with is doable now.
Right.
You know, and it's like the passion that's come along with that is we keep pushing the boundary. At your leisure, folks out there, you viewers that are watching, you know, we have a pretty good feel for the people online because we interact with them every day. But what do you guys drive? What is it that you guys want to build? What kind of terrain do you ride? What does your weekend look like? We encourage you to submit some pictures, you know?
Yeah, because we really just want to put the ball in your court. We want you to reach out to At Your Leisure on their Facebook page. The link is going to be below. And that way we can get a feel for what you guys want to see. We can then kind of cater some segments to those machines that you want to see built.
Yeah, and once again, like I said, we build dune cars, we build rock crawlers, we build race cars, we built utility vehicles,
trail machines, hunting machines,
vehicles.
yeah.
So we've built pretty much every genre out there, and we enjoy building everything. We like talking about it, we like sharing our experiences with it, we like sharing the components that work and the stuff that doesn't. So, you know, we encourage you to get on there, jump on their Facebook page, let us know what you want to see, let us know what you want to, you know, if we can help you build something, if you have questions, if you want to see stuff that we've built, or you want to see it in action. We have a whole bunch of information out there, so give us some feedback, and you guys can control the next segment that comes on At Your Leisure, and we'll happily do it with you. We'll be right back with At Your Leisure.
What are you seeing in them thar hills there?
It says the Rio Rossi School District.
I don't know what you're talking about. I never went to school.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to At Your Leisure. You know, everybody's got to have a target. There's got to be that one landmark that you say you know you've accomplished a lot of your trail when you get there.
Yep.
On this loop on the Henry Mountains, it's got to be the school bus. But how did it get there?
I don't know, but it's obviously somebody's base camp.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. It just looks like it could be.
Well, you know, that it could have been somebody said, you know, we'll keep safe from the bears. We'll put our supplies in here and we'll just leave it and we'll camp out of it every weekend. But, you know,
I think I know of a better base camp.
Yeah?
Yeah, like Hanksville.
Oh, that's true.
Way better.
Yeah, way better. Got better food there and no bears.
Let's take a look.
Hanksville is really unique because it's in the middle of a lot of different things that you can go and see and do. A lot of the people here are very friendly and it's quiet still. There's Goblin Valley, Capitol Reef, Lake Powell, the Henry Mountains, Swing Arm City, slot canyons all around us. So it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of different things to see and do here.
Motorcycle, ATV, jeeping, horseback riding. I think most of everything that's possible can be done from the Hanksville area. We do have a couple of motels that are in Hanksville. We do have some Airbnbs that are excellent. We also have camp areas, places that people can go to camp or trailer. I wouldn't suggest something that doesn't have high suspension because the roads are very, very rugged, but tenting is absolutely no problem. This location right here is ideal for that.
Well, Hanksville has a couple of shops with people that are willing to help out day or night, anytime. So that's really nice. You can always come right here and ask for help and we can find somebody that'll help you. So I think people here are just generally very accommodating and friendly and helpful.
Well, you know, you may make a base camp out of Hanksville to prospect. I mean, these hills have been filled with prospectors for years looking for gold and silver, but there is a real treasure up here that most people don't know about, and I learned about it today. This is a pioneer treasure, and it's this funny looking little pine cone. See how it's all covered with sticky
Sugar.
Yeah, it's called a sugar pine cone.
Ooh, it's really sticky.
Yep.
Ew.
Not on my shirt.
I didn't. I was just kidding. I really didn't do
somebody
it.
in the group has got some of that orange cleaner. They'll take it right off. We'll get it from them. So anyway, what would happen is the pioneers would harvest these and boil them down, and from that gum comes an oil, and they use that oil in all kinds of medicinal applications. So the cry should be up here on the Henrys, there's not gold in their hills, there's sugar.
It's the truth. The pioneers, they were so smart. They
what-
really were.
That's how come they would survive long after we would.
Oh, what was it? Our moms used to say, mother is a necessity of invention, or what was it?
No,
they used to say?
necessity is the mother of invention.
That's what I meant,
Yes.
right there. And that's what I'm talking about. All right, stick with us. We're going to our Along the Way.
If you love to get out on the trail, right now there are more options than ever before. But for those of us who don't have the money, storage space, or towing capacity, the option of renting a machine gives us the opportunity to still have a memorable OHV experience. The town of Aurora is sandwiched between sections of the Fish Lake National Forest. This is where Central Utah Tours and Rentals, or Cutters for short, guides you on your personalized outdoor adventure.
We want to allow people to have the opportunity to enjoy our area, enjoy the trails. And right here in Central Utah, we have everything from red rocks to black dirt and everything in between. We want you to be able to experience what you want to experience, but there's also an experience that you can get with a side-by-side going from 5,000 feet all the way up to 12,000 feet.
Just a few miles east of Salina, Gooseberry Road gives you easy access to amazing trails, reservoirs, and campgrounds. Just drive slow and mind the cows.
If you're a hunter and you've drawn a tag in our area, or you want to see some of the trails in our area, or see some of the ways to get to those areas safely, we can absolutely show you some of those trails. We get off the pavement, we get out of the office, that everybody needs a break, everybody needs that activity. It's exciting, we want to share it with you, come ride with us. We're real excited today to have Dave and Larry with Stedman's with us. Stedman Recreation builds all of our machines. Dave does a great job of putting together the machines. They're very, very friendly, very knowledgeable.
Any ride's great. I love being in the mountains. It don't matter where you're at, but I've never been on the Gooseberries and in this area at all. It's somewhere I've always wanted to go, and I always love to explore, but your first time to have a guide and then come explore from there. You just take all the side roads the next time and take your time and see a little bit, but I'm excited to come back and spend a couple days and check out a little bit more. I ride a 50-inch side-by-side myself, so I think we'll be making a trip down and trying to hit some of these 50-inch rides.
At Cutters, Bill takes trail maintenance very seriously.
So as a guide, we have the ability to help people understand what it takes to build a trail, what it takes to keep it open, and yet still have an enjoyable time. As we ride these trails, it's very important that we take care of the trails. There's a tree that's fallen down since we came through here this morning. We just came back through. We're going to clear that trail right now so that nobody has to go around it and create a new trail.
We took time today to move a tree out of the road, to move some of the big rocks, and I think that's important. When you ride the trails, take care of the trails. Keep this area beautiful. Well, I really appreciate the opportunity to be out in the outdoors with my family. Very special place to be.
You know, one of the greatest things we offer in our little area is we offer a nice quiet town with some local Airbnbs. Right on the Paiute Trail, right in Salina.
And when you're out here, be sure to follow the Cutters motto.
Ride, relax, and repeat again. That's our motto, ride, relax, repeat. We're very conscientious about our trails. We want everybody to ride with respect so that our kids and our grandkids and their grandkids can experience this in years to come. When these machines are outdated and evolution comes along, even those machines need to be able to experience what we are able to experience. But we want it to be your experience for years to come.
I'm Stephen Heumann with this week's Along the Way.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
Amazing.
They are not elusive. We actually, after a month of looking for them, actually saw the buffalo. I hope you guys caught that.
Yeah, this is why you want to get up on this trail, because they really are. They come out in the morning and they graze, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's really when they're happiest.
I know what the problem is.
What?
Okay, so the buffalo got word of the fact that At Your Leisure was going to come down here for a shoot, and they were looking for the buffalo. Now, if you were a buffalo and you heard that,
yes,
you'd be taken
well,
off
you
as
know
soon.
what?
Yeah.
I would rather see us than like Adam Eagle or someone else, because those guys hunt. We recreate.
Oh, well, that's true.
Right? We just want to.
They probably didn't know it was leisure. Okay, they must have thought it was outdoors or something. Okay.
Right.
Anyway, we want to make our way back to town. There's a lot of stuff to see still yet in the show. One of them is what's next week is all about.
Next week, Kevin and Gina are hitting the trails again, and this time they're headed to Blanding to show off some great history along the way.
Then we're heading back to Richfield as the AYL crew is showing off another great trail just in time for the changing of the leaves as we get some great fall colors.
Finally, we're heading down to Moab with the Utah Off-Road Group for a 9/11 memorial ride as we get to witness a special changing of the flag to help commemorate the day. Now let's take a look at our contest winner.
This week's contest winner was submitted to us on Facebook by Brian Peterson. Congratulations, Brian. It looks like you're the lucky winner of a $400 gift certificate from Tunex.
Tunex offers those great repairs and upgrades for your motorized needs. Be sure to visit tunex.com for more info, and be sure to call us on Monday at 801-947-8888 to claim your prize.
Well, next week's show looks great, but what's in front of us looks even better. Look at this pizza.
Yes, exactly. The Whipples, they have this beautiful little store called Bull Mountain Market, and you guys make this pizza every day, right?
We do.
Fantastic.
We do want to thank the Whipples for taking time out of the day to put up with us and all our shenanigans. And as always, when we need a posse, we call the Lone Peak 4-Wheel Drive Club, and they show up in force. All right, like we say every time, there's a venture around every bend.
You got to get out there and create your own venture in Hanksville.
Yeah, you're right. At your leisure.